there, clodhoppers. I sincerely apologize that we have been so sporadic in our posting this week, but somebody have not been feeling well this week. And so Justin's been working hard to try to take care of Malachi while feeling bad himself. And I had to go into work. So I wasn't here for, about 10.5 hours a day. So I was just really thankful for what Justin could get accomplished this week. What I wanted to talk about today was some of our troubles we've been having with our bunnies lately. Specifically, even though we've been trying to get better about it, we still are kind of unprepared for baby bunnies coming. Justin and Jacob cut out some nesting boxes, but then when Justin tried to assemble them later in that week, he had issues with getting the nails to go through. They started splitting the wood. So to avoid splitting the wood, we're going to have to drill some pilot holes and use screws, and we really don't have a setup with vices and work tables in a usable condition right now. So really it's more of a 2-person job. And then it ended up getting cold this weekend, and we had a rabbit issue come up. So Justin and I didn't get tons of sleep last night. Between the two of us, we were able to coordinate it enough that we were functional today. But essentially we were holding some baby bunnies, so some kits, against our chest through the night to keep them warm. Now, another way to get around that is to use a heating pad underneath a thick box. The problem is the heating pads we have are newer, and so they have timeout features, which we understand is a safety feature, but that's not good if you're trying to keep a baby bunny warm all night long. So we had to get a little bit creative. Now tonight we aren't going to be able to hold the baby bunny all night long. The kit is just going to have to go back into the nesting box that I brought in earlier today. We keep our bedroom pretty warm at night. So between that and the hay and the fur, I think the kit will be okay. And it'll just spend the night in the bedroom with us. Just not laying on us. That way we can get some good sleep because, we're sick and we need our sleep. And I do realize that us being sick is not the best environment for a kit who has an injury and that sort of thing. But, you just do what you can. Justin and I were kind of talking about, well, should we have let it pass, when it was already having difficulty a second time? But Justin and I are both of the opinion that we need to try to be good stewards of what God has given us. So if there's a chance that the kit could survive, we want to at least try. Here's our lone survivor. He's been moving a lot tonight. Or she. We're not sure which. One of our rabbits in a cage that had several rabbits in one cage had some babies yesterday afternoon, and Justin moved the other 2 adult rabbits out and made sure that it was just her and her babies, and she had 3. And then later he went ahead and switched out that nesting box that was okay, but the bottom on it wasn't securely attached. And if we moved the box, I was afraid that the kits would get stuck between the bottom wire mesh and the side of the box. So we figured it'd be safer to use our industrial made metal nesting box. So he switched them to that. Well, by the time we were going to bed last night, Justin went ahead and checked one more time to make sure there weren't more kits born, and he found 2 of the 3 existing kits outside the box and the other kit buried in the box, and the temperatures were already, what, in the 30s? In the mid to upper 30s, and so they were cold, and he brought them in, and essentially we used water to warm them up. One didn't make it, the other 2 did at that point, and those were the 2 that we held against us overnight to keep them warm. And one of the tricks that Justin found online last time we had surprise kits born was, if their fingernails are still clear or pinkish, clear white or pinkish, then they may still be able to be resuscitated. But once their toenails turn darker red or brown, then they're too far gone. You're not going to be able to resuscitate them. So that's why we kept trying with those 3, because their toenails were not red yet. And so I was very grateful for that tip and that piece of advice, because it allowed us to resuscitate 2 when I normally would have given up on 1 without trying as hard, with the warm water and pressing on their rib cage, kind of like a CPR type thing, and it revived it. So this morning around 8 o'clock, I put the 2 bunnies back out with their mama, because it was light, and I was pretty sure they hadn't been fed, and you always want to give the mama a chance to take care of the babies. Now, she is a first-time mom, so the outcome, we don't really blame her. We're planning on giving our mamas like 2 or 3 times. If it doesn't work the best the first couple times, all right, we'll try again. But then after that 3rd time, then we really have to consider, okay, maybe this rabbit isn't a good mama. But since this is her first time, I don't know if she didn't know what to do, or if she thought our smell was too strong on the baby, since we did hold them all night. Although she's used to our smell, because we feed her and water her, and we're around her a lot. And she's not like a skittish bunny or anything. So when I went out there, she was pulling up some hay and had one of the babies in her mouth, and the other kit was buried in the back of the nesting box. So I brought them both in. Both of their toenails were the pinkish white. Tried to resuscitate, and only one came back. And the one that came back was the kit who had hit one of his paws chewed off. So we may still lose him, but we've been holding him throughout the day as we went doing errands and such. People might have thought we were a little weird walking through the grocery store with a baby bunny under our shirt at our chest, trying to keep it warm. But with it being such a cold day outside, we didn't want to leave the baby in the Kleenex box in the shoe box with the towel because it was just going to get too cold in the car. So while we were out and about grocery shopping, we also bought one of those kitten bottles, which was too big for the bunny, and I tried to squeeze it, but that bottle's really not the right kind of bottle to squeeze some milk in. So we went and got a syringe from TSC, and we had gotten some kitten milk replacer from our feed store, and got a little bit of that in the kit. It didn't eat much, but it was better than nothing. But I'll probably try again tonight. Now, frequency of feeding is something that I'm a little confused about, because a lot of websites say that mama rabbits only feed their babies once, but then rescue websites talk about if you're having to bottle feed, you've got to bottle feed like anywhere from 2 to 4 times a day. So to me, that's kind of contradictory, but maybe it's because a rabbit's milk is the highest caloric milk of all mammals, so it has a high calorie content. And maybe even though they recommend either kitten milk replacement or goat's milk for feeding to baby rabbits, maybe those still don't have quite enough calories, and so you need to feed them more. I don't know. I fed it once this afternoon. I'm going to try again tonight before we go to bed. Maybe again in the morning. So, we'll just see how it goes. So that's what's been going on around here. All right, clodhoppers. Y'all have a blessed day, and we will talk to y'all again soon.
Hey Clodhoppers, thanks for watching the video. Push the thumbs up to like the video. Also hit that subscribe button, also the bell, so that you can get notifications when our videos come out.
Check us out on our social media pages too. We have Facebook and Pinterest, and soon we'll have Instagram. The links are below. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good job.